What's going on, everybody? It's Vanlife Ken here, just checking in with you all. I just want to make this video, tap in and let y'all know where I've been. So I've posted for the past couple of days. Been dealing with some stuff, so there's gonna be no edits in this one. I'm just shooting this straight off my phone so I can get it out to you all quicker. And like I said, I just want to let y'all know what's going on, what's been going on. So today is currently Sunday. I don't know what day it is. It's Sunday. And let's see. On Thursday, we were over here vacuuming, and Hillsborough County Sheriff popped up. I didn't even see the vehicle. He just walked up to me. Asked me how long I had been here. Asked me what I was doing. Gave him my information. And I told him I had the baby here because she had my ID and stuff like that. So he kind of knew, or at least he kind of had a grasp on the situation. Sorry for the baby noises; she's making noise. So he kind of had a grasp on the situation. So he comes back from his vehicle and he's like, "All right, I see that you're not an SA," which I'm right next to an elementary school. It's like right there, maybe 300-400 feet, something like that. So he was like, I see that you're not an SA, so I'm fine with you being here by the school. I think he was worried about that, which makes sense. I mean, that's something that they should be worried about, right? And he was like, you don't have any warrants or any probation or anything, which I already knew, of course. I don't think I would be out here like this if I did. So he's like, I see that you're not a criminal, so I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Those were his exact words, right? Okay. Little backstory. I've had some run-ins with the police growing up. I've had my share of run-ins with the police. I'm not gonna speak too deeply on that. I plead the fifth. But I know how the game goes. I know how they run. So when they say they're gonna help, I don't believe it till I see it. Because to me, help might mean one thing, but to them, help might mean another thing. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of just, okay, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He told me that he was going to come back to the same location the next morning, which would have been Friday morning, at 9 in the morning, with a social worker to help me get some health insurance and to potentially help me find some work. And he also says something about some churches that they work with that do donations. So I'm all for that. Like I said, if it seems like actual help, I'm willing to take it. I'm not gonna, no thanks, I don't want it, and just be grouchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. So yeah, and as we were getting information down and everything, the school resource officer comes over, a lady, and she's kind of interrupting, asking him to stop by the school when he's done over here. Yeah, so the interesting thing about this ordeal, this interaction, was that he said that I had spoken with a lady the day prior, which would have been Wednesday, while I was here. I hadn't spoken to anyone. So that kind of confused me. I'm like, who did I speak to? If I didn't speak to anybody, then who did I speak to? Like, you get my thought process? Like, I don't know what you're talking about, guy. And, I don't want him to think I'm lying to him and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And so the fact that the school resource officer came over as we were talking, kind of ding, 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 I'm like, maybe that's what it was. And after he leaves, it looks like, I don't think he went over there like she wanted him to. I told him, I'm like, she was like, can you come over to the school when you're done? And he's like, okay. He just left. Maybe he had something else to do. I don't know. I don't assume when it comes to cops because they don't make sense to me. But anyways, after he leaves, about 10 minutes later, she comes over with two other gentlemen that are school resource officers. And I don't know, it just looked like they just all looked like they were grumpy, very tired and grumpy, and like they really didn't want to be at the elementary school, so they just decided to come over here and see what was going on. But I'm pretty sure that the female school resource officer already knew what was going on. They came over here to talk to me, and originally I started talking to the two gentlemen. They were who first made contact with me as they walked up. One of them got a phone call or a radio call or something like that as we were talking, and then all of a sudden she started speaking. And she mentioned how she had seen me before, but she had never seen the baby until the day prior. Yeah, so that pretty much painted the picture for me that you were the concerned one that called. And so it's like, I'm just a guy chilling out here. Like, I'm not a huge guy. I'm only like 5'10". I got some muscle, but I'm strong. I'm small, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not this guy that's like scary out here, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can come talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can just come talk to me. I'll pretty much explain my situation to anyone, unless you're looking like a weirdo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be creeping around the immediate area waiting until I go to sleep or some shit. Like, I'll pretty much tell anybody. I'm an open book. I've been like that, like, from the majority of my adolescent life. Like, I've been like that. I'm not afraid to talk about the truth. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. I'm not gonna make it seem like something it's not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then back to the story. So she, you know, we're talking about the baby, and she's saying all these different things, and it really just, like I said, it kind of paints the picture that you were the one that called. And so they finally walk off. You know, they finally go back to protecting the children, which I'm sure they don't do a damn thing all day, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I go over to the park where my homie is. It's park like a mile and a half away. I talk to him about the situation. I'm talking to the baby's mother about the situation. I go to put her in a swimming pool. My friend has one of the little kids swimming pools. So I go to put her in the swimming pool. Apparently, as I'm taking her dress off, I get phone calls. I didn't hear them. Then, as she's in the pool, her mother calls me and tells me, oh, that CPS is looking for me. I'm like, I wonder what for. It was nothing, okay? The original report that they got was that she had some bug bites and that she had dirt under her nails. And so me being, what am I called, Gen Y? I think I'm right on the end of Gen Y. I actually spent time playing outside when I was a child, so I had bug bites and dirt under my fingernails. So it's not all that out of place when I let my child play outside instead of sitting on a screen all day, that she would have some bug bites and some dirt under her nails as well. She also likes playing in the sand. So that's another big factor. But it's like the mosquitoes down here in Central Florida come out at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, okay? Where I'm from, they wait till like 6, 7 or something. Give you some time to prepare. Here, they just like, hey, not time to get bit. So, I mean, I'm not going to keep her inside of the van from 2 o'clock till 10 o'clock p.m. I don't think that would be comfortable. I don't think it would be cool either. It would require a lot of electricity. So, the fact that that's what they reported about instead of simply talking to me beforehand really just kind of paints the picture that, how do you say, things are frowned upon regardless of what they actually are. It's more so about how they look. I think that's what I'm trying to say, that people will judge a book by its cover. And I mean, really don't know what else to say about that part. You know, that's just the status of the world nowadays, I guess. You know, instead of actually trying to understand, we just judge and move on. And if you're watching this right now, I just want to say to you, don't be that way. Do your best to actually understand what people are going through and to empathize with the struggles that people face, because we never know what people are facing. We never know the struggles. So but I found a different place to park for the evening. For that evening after I interacted with the officer, I met up with the CPI agent on that same day as well. Showed her the situation that we have here, gave her all my details, all my information, showed her the baby, that she was not in disarray or anything like that, that I had everything that I needed, food, diapers, clothes, all the jazz. It's like, those are my real priorities, especially when she's with me. Even when she's not with me, I still make sure to have these things. But those are my priorities. Like, everything that I have to do, over there. What she needs, right here in front of me. That's how I operate. So the agent had no issues. She's got some things that she's gonna try to help me out with, as far as like shelter and something else I can't quite remember. The words are vague. But so like I said, I was supposed to meet with the officer here at 9 in the morning the next morning, which would have been Friday. Well, it's now Sunday, and I still haven't heard from him. I took a clip on the GoPro showing me actually here at about 10 o'clock I was still parked, and he was a no-show. And we actually stayed here and cooked, and we're here until around 11:30, almost noon, and he still never showed up. No phone call, no nothing. So to me, he's the one that called CPS, because nobody else got close enough to see a bug bite or a dirt under the nail. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that the school resource officer of the female variant called the police on a potential welfare check or a suspicious vehicle check or something of that nature. And then the officer then, as per resource attaining, called CPS. And CPS has no issue. She literally said, as soon as I got out of the van to greet her, there's literally nothing we can do about you living in your van. That's your choice. We can't do anything. So for all the people that think it's an issue to have the baby in here, hello. Yeah, but like I said, I have somebody else's house that I can stay at. We're actually here at the place right now for the first time since that's happened. I just kind of wanted to give it a little cool down time. I figured I'd made it a little hot, or whatever you want to call it. So I figured I'd give it a little cool down time. Weekends are usually the best, except for when they have games, because people will start rolling in here 7:30 in the morning. But today it's pretty freaking empty, and it's pretty freaking quiet, and there's no bugs, and we have the shade, and all of those things are important for the baby. And so just as I explained to the police officer and to the CPI agent, I wasn't just doing this for no reason. I wasn't just here to use electricity. I'm here because it makes a lot more sense than being in a high traffic, high mosquito, high sunlight area with my beautiful daughter. It's about her. Nobody's ever here. Nobody's ever had an issue with me being here. Nobody's ever even said anything to me about being here. So as long as I'm not hurting anybody, doing anything wrong, committing any crimes, there should be absolutely no problem with me being here. So, like I said, I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on everything that's going on. I have some videos recorded. It's just, like I said, with all this going on the past couple of days, I've been really trying to focus on what's going on right here. Make sure, absolutely, that there's nothing that looks off about the baby. A lot of times I like to let her run around in her diaper early in the morning, because that's what I did when I was a kid. If we're not going somewhere, then there's no need for us to put clothes on and get them dirty and potentially spill food and juice on them being a kid. So, but I'm getting her dressed sooner, I'm getting her fed sooner, things of that nature, just to avoid any potential situations like this in the future. So, with that being said, I just want to thank you all for watching. Sorry about my intermittent absence. Know that I am not gone. If you ever want to get in touch with me or see what's going on day to day in my life, you can definitely check my link tree down below. I'm most active on Instagram, even though still not super active on Instagram. Excuse me, I'm most active over there. There's also links down there where you can donate if you feel so inclined and so generous. There's also a link to my Vanlife wish list on Amazon, which if you're interested in any of the items that you see me use on the channel that I say come from Amazon, you can find them down there. So like I said, with that being said, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below, and I'll do my best to answer as openly and as honestly as possible. And to all the subscribers and the people liking and commenting, I just want to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all with the utmost. So we're gonna end this one right here, and I'm gonna talk to you guys very soon, within the next couple of days. So peace and much love to you all. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I hope you don't have to deal with the police for no reason like I did. And I hope that everything works out in your favor. Much love to you. It's Vanlife signing off. Peace.